Good morning, DC1. Who do you have there?
Good morning. I have Martinez Amado Jr.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, Mr. Mendoza.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm connected.
Okay,
That's fine. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Ms. Rodriguez, fine. Ooh. He's never said he's been missing. That's how come they send us that because he got caught. Now he's in jail. Yeah. So far, DC1 or Carrizales.
Mr. Gomez, your microphone is on.
Oh, it is. I'm sorry.
Carrizales, do you have Maria Guadalupe Jaramillo?
Yes, we do.
Can we have her on the screen, please?
Okay. Just right here on the left.
Okay, Brenda, she's on.
Thank you. Okay, Maria Guadalupe Jaramillo,
Yes, ma'am.
did your attorney explain this paperwork to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for your attorney?
No, ma'am.
And is this your signature?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right. Let me see if he's in the waiting room. Hold up. Nope, he's not in the waiting room. Well, the county jail is having trouble anyway, Brenda.
Oh, okay,
So I don't even know if they're gonna log on or not.
okay.
So I guess just give him the one please. Oh, it's okay. Good morning, Mr. De La Puente.
Good morning, Cindy.
Just letting you know, County Jail's having trouble logging in. So
Okay.
he might have to be reset if they can't fix it.
Yeah, he's in Old County.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Old County. They're having trouble
Okay.
with their computers or something, so we'll wait.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Cindy? I'm sorry, this is Noel Robles. Who's having trouble?
Your defendant's on the screen. It's Old.
Okay.
Yeah, your DC1 is on. It's Old County that's having a trouble.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Does she need a translator? No, sir. I told you first, 357, okay? And stay there. Does she need a translator? Does she need a translator? Does she need a translator? Okay, get your shit together, man.
Cindy, is it almost on?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna go to the 107th, but I'll wait.
Okay. Yes, because you're the first one on the docket.
All right, can everybody hear me?
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
Good
All
morning,
right. Let's, Mr. Robles, what's your announcement on 2019 DCR 556 Amado Martinez?
We're not ready. Judge recently got hired and I don't even know if he's been arraigned on that case yet.
He must be arraigned. It was a 2019 DCR 556. That's the case that he was granted a bond and he failed to failed to appear. He was subsequently arrested. He has been arraigned on that case and it's been pending since 2019. And the reason, part of the reason he's been pending that long is because we didn't catch up to him until late 21. So he's been an absconder. So
I understand that, Judge. I was misled to believe misinformation from the state that it was an MTR. And however, it appears that he's never pled on that case. It's never actually announced on that case. So I would like to.
That kind of cascades into what I'm going to tell you about your motions to for bond on 2021 DCR 3021, 2021 DCR 3020. what we just discussed kind of cascades into those subjects, being that after he fails to appear, after he gets a bond, I think Judge Alejandro placed a bond on him of $15,000. You weren't involved, Mr. Robles. This is a historical involving Mr. Trejo as counsel at that time. And
Yes.
after he gets a bond, your client goes out and commits the crimes. They are now the subject of 2021 DCR 3021 and 2021 DCR 3020, which are family assault and burglary of a vehicle. After he was granted bond, after he failed to appear. So it doesn't loom very well for him to get a bond in my court after that kind of conduct. It really doesn't.
I understand, Judge, your concerns. Could we at least ask, could I have my client tell the court why he failed to appear? That's the only question I've got for him on this older case, why he didn't appear for court. Can we at least do
Well,
that?
I'll hear him out, but he knew because he was arraigned. He knew he was facing some charges. He was arraigned.
Yes, I understand, Judge.
After
I
he
apologize.
was told the charges and he pled not guilty, he didn't come back. He failed
I
to
understand.
appear. So
I understand. I just, it's my information that he was out of town and he couldn't make it in, so maybe
Well,
that's correct, but
that's
could we-
if that's what he's gonna tell me, that doesn't militate in favor of a bond either, that kind of excuse. I want to deny the bond. He's gonna remain. I can't trust him to be out in that because, you know, obviously if he didn't, knowing that he was facing charges, knowing he had failed to appear, knowing he had been arrested for that, he gets a bond, and what does he do? Does he become industrious, keep on a straight and narrow, nose clean? No, he went the opposite direction. It looks like we gave him more impetus to go and commit some more crimes, pile it on a little bit more, as if his burden wasn't heavy enough at the time initially. He wanted to add a couple of more things just to make it solid. And that's where he's at. So it's kind of hard to trust an individual that can't, and he is not a young man. I can't say he's chalking off this errors or this conduct to mistakes. He quit making mistakes when he quit being 24 years old.
I understand, Judge.
At that point, every single action he has made, he has done, he has undertaken, has been intentional. Because he should have used his judgment, which God gave him to use to make the right decisions. And he has failed to do that at every turn. So with all due respect, Mr. Robles, nothing militates in favor of a bond for this gentleman. Nothing.
I understand, Judge. One thing I would like to ask, Judge, I just substituted for Mr. Trejo on that 2019.
I'm gonna
case.
give you time to come up to speed, but you've got 3 matters that you need to concern yourself with: the original charge and the 2 ones that he got after he got a bond.
I
So,
understand.
how long do you need to get ready for this trial or to get rid of this case, one way or the other?
At least 3 weeks, that would be enough.
I'll give you more than that. I'll give
Okay,
you
Your Honor.
a month and a half. How's that?
Your Honor.
be
if I
fine.
may.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Villarreal. I didn't mean to exclude you from the conversation.
That's perfectly fine, Your Honor.
What's
Just
going on?
For the record, I want to clarify something. At no time did I or that I know of anyone from my office indicate that he was, there was a motion to revoke probation.
No, I think that misconception may have been more because of silence than it was because of actual words that were spoken from your office. I think I'm the one that was under the impression that he had a motion to revoke. In fact, I think I stated that on the record the first time, the previous time you appeared, Mr. Robles. I think I told you that I didn't see a reason to give him a bond and we were going to be addressing a motion to revoke on today. That was my misconception. I thought, I don't know where I got it from, but I clearly stated that on the record. So
I understand, Judge. There's nothing. I don't have any feelings. That's okay. It's just a misunderstanding
yes,
for
sir.
me
And
too.
then further, Your Honor, on the most recent case, the case involving the assault of the domestic violence case, we're still accumulating medical records. It's going to be some time before we get them all. Realistically, I don't see us trying this case before August. I do have several cases teed up for trial between now and then. So I think 6 weeks would be too soon.
Do we have a status in 6 weeks then, or
No.
earlier?
What, a status for what? Look, we do not
I've got
need a, but I wanna make something clear to all counsel of record, whoever is here in this case. I don't need a status. If I reset this case for, let's say in your case, Mr. Robles, right now for 45 days. Even 2 weeks after discussion with the district attorneys, you all come up with a deal and you draw up some plea papers, you call my staff and we'll set you earlier.
That's fine, Judge.
So the status is only going to determine what, that you guys are still at it. So we'll
No,
just work with the continuance.
You're correct, Judge.
Yeah, we'll just continue, work with the continuance, and before the continuance date gets there, if you figure it out and you work it out, call me and we'll set it on the docket. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Villarreal, as much as I would like to accommodate your request for an extensive trial date, I cannot accommodate you on that, because I, along with you and others in your office and other courts, am up to my eyeballs in cases that need to be tried. Murders, 2 of them, a capital murder, 3 sexual assaults. They're all piling up on my docket, and I cannot accommodate your such lengthy requests from you at this point. So you need to be a little bit more, work with me and bring it in closer to where I have time to try this case.
I'll defer to the court, and hopefully we can have it ready to try when the court.
Oh, well, before I do that, give me an idea on your medical records. Where have they been requested?
Yes,
Okay. How long has the request been pending?
we requested it from the arresting agency 2 weeks ago. We got some in with the original reports, but I know that there was EMS that transported her. There was subsequent follow-up medical attention she's been getting, including neurological. And she has ongoing issues resulting from the head trauma. So it's ongoing. We're going to keep requesting them right up until the date of trial, so we can have the most current information for the defense before we go to trial.
Well, I will remind counsel, and maybe I don't have to, but this is not a personal injury case. As long as the medical treatment has stopped, we don't have to wait for her to get better. If she's never going to get better, you just get the testimony of that on the stand, that this is that way she's going to be for all these problems in the future. And so the court can, or the jury can take that into consideration, the severe assault that happened here.
I understand.
Allegedly happened here. So you're not requesting the medical records directly from the medical providers at this point, right? You're relying on the law enforcement to do it for you, or they are doing it on your behalf?
Normally, they acquire them and submit them to us. So we're asking them to do it expeditiously. If
Okay.
we don't get a response from them soon, we're going to have to go straight to the medical providers.
Well, I hope that, usually, Mr. Villarreal will tell you that once those medical providers get a subpoena from the state of Texas in a criminal matter, they jump on it.
I understand.
All right, Ms. Salas. Give me a trial date in, what's the last trial, when's the last period of the summer? Huh? Let's shoot for June 27th.
That's trial date, Judge?
Yes,
Announcements?
the Friday before.
Yes, sir.
And for which cases? All of them, Judge?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, or one of them. I mean, there's evading arrest, there's authorized use of a motor vehicle. You can set your eyes on one of them,
Okay.
but at least be ready to go on one of them.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That we can do.
Thank you. All right, that'll be the order of court.
Thank you. May I be
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good day. (2020) DCR 906 and 2021 DCR 1208, both of them, State of Texas versus Hector Quiroga.
Old
Mr.
County hasn't logged in yet, Judge.
The what?
Old County is having trouble and they had not logged in.
Judge Oscar de la Fuente from Mr. Quiroga. This is a plea. I guess we'll wait to see if they're gonna log in.
Yeah, we have to, yeah. All right, let me call 2012 DCR 46, Gloria Isela de la Rosa.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Mendoza from Ms. De La Rosa. Your Honor, this is a motion to respectfully request a reinstatement of the bond and a recall of the capias. We extend our apologies to the court and to the officers of the court. Apparently, the defendant lives with the father-in-law and they have a community mailbox. And he's the only one that has the key and he will not allow, and they can't by law duplicate that key. So there was something that shouldn't have happened there, totally within their control, but they messed up. And so it wasn't a direct conscious indifference to the court. And so we're asking the court to respectfully consider reinstating the bond and recalling the capia. She is the mother. She has 3 children. She is a U.S. citizen. And I will be on record for the entire case also and take whatever care of any business that needs to be done with the court.
Hold on, Mr. Mendoza, let me find the file.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mendoza, I did email you the arraignment form because she was never formally arraigned.
Yes, I did see it and I can go today and get a signature. I'm not sure where she's at. But
Carrizales.
in Carrizales, and I'll go get a signature from her and file it with the court.
She did have a co-defendant in that case, and the co-defendant was set for May 9th. The judge usually wants to keep them together. I don't know in this case if he wants to do that or give you more time.
Okay.
What, come again? What?
She has a co-defendant, and the co-defendant was arraigned already and is set for May 9th, her co-defendant with another counsel. So I sent him the arraignment form. I put that date, but I don't know if you want to give him more time than May 9th
No, May 9th.
or keep them together.
No, May 9th is fine.
Okay.
That's fine, Your Honor. We'll do our best to see if we can resolve all the cases.
Well, this shouldn't be a difficult matter. It's a possession of cocaine, you know. So how are we going to avoid the problem? Does she still reside with her father-in-law?
Yes, she is. I told her
Okay,
that
well, how are we resolving this problem about her not having access, and that's her excuse for not being showing up? How are we going to resolve that problem?
The only way I can assure that is, first of all, that I do get the email from the court. That's number one. I do have constant communication with the husband and with her. However, I was not the attorney of record when the arraignment came in. That's why I didn't get a notice. And I also keep close contact with Mr. Amadeo Rodriguez. He's also on the bond company. So I do have a good circle of communication that I can deal with. And I believe the motion is unopposed as far as it
All
was.
right, the court will grant the motion. The court has signed the order.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll go over and, well, as soon as she's released, I'll have her come in, sign the arraignment, and we'll.
So you better be back on May the what?
9th.
May
May
9th.
9th.
May 9th and May 16th.
May 9th, if you fail your appear, we'll pick you up again and you won't come out.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Solis. Oh, 2013 DCR 199, Jana Lynn Young, motion to adjudicate.
Yes.
I'm here.
Ms. Raisa,
Yes, good morning, Judge.
morning, how are you?
Good.
What are we doing with Ms. Young?
She still has a balance on restitution. That is our concern, the restitution. She can be extended one more year.
Ms. Young, what are we going to do here? You know, you owe some restitution. Has there been a claim made through the crime victims, Ms. Aranda?
No, Your Honor, this is, no, Your Honor. It's not a crime victims related case. It's an actual facility. Let me see.
Can you give me the background? I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't remember.
I believe the defendant was working at the time where the fraud was committed. And
Where was that?
The Brownsville Nursing and Rehab Center, Your Honor. Here in Brownsville.
Okay. Ms. Young, what are we gonna do about this?
Good morning. I make payments when I can. I am struggling financially. I am struggling financially right now. All I can ask for is perhaps some more time.
Are you married?
No, sir.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have an adult daughter. She's autistic. She lives with me.
Are you still working at the OBGYN in Brownsville?
At where?
At Brownsville OBGYN.
Yes, sir.
Who's the doctor there?
There's two, Dr. Flores and Dr. Nieves.
Okay. Ms. Araiza,
Yes, Your Honor.
when's the last time she made a payment?
Last month, Your Honor, she made a payment of $100 and it was applied to restitution. She was originally assessed $12,972. And now she's been making payments throughout her probationary term. And now she owes $5,082. That's her balance on restitution.
All right, well, Ms. Young, I'm gonna go ahead and extend this for another year, okay?
Thank you.
And I'm going to tell you right now that if you continue to pay faithfully and whatever you can, so this goes back to the restitution, the court, myself, will be tempted to eliminate your obligation for the fine and for the attorney's fees. So you won't have to worry about that. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
But I need to see an effort from you to address the money, pay the money back as much as you can,
Yes,
given
sir.
the circumstances.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand me?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Araiza, are you on board on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, that'll be the order of the court. We modified, extended her a year with that to address any funds that she makes payments to be for the restitution.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll reset this case again for status, Ms. Police. What about in about June of next year, right? Well, when will she be over? A year from now will be, no, it'll be over by then.
Her probation is set to expire in May, Your Honor, May 28th.
Well, from May 28th, it's gonna be a year. From May 28th is when you're gonna add it, not just up to date, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so that basically from May 28th, so that we'll set a status here for April, the month before. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
At that time, we'll have a clearer picture of where this is going, or where are we at. What? 2023, yeah, May 19th, 2023. I know I'll be around. I mean, politically I'll be around, but live, I don't know, it's up to Gloria to be seen, I'll be around, but anyway, we'll see you then. Thank you, ma'am, Ms. Young, and we'll see you then, okay, ma'am?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, sir, take care. Okay. All right, now I just got the pleas, all right?
The plea.
All right, so I'll let Brenda do her magic.
No, we've already done it.
You have the pleas ready?
It's just the one.
Well,
Because
I have here Ms. Jaramillo, right? And what about Mr. De La Fuente, plea on Quiroga?
And as I've told you, that county jail has not logged on. They're having computer
Yeah,
problems.
they're having computer problems, so I don't know. We need to reset this till next Monday. I'm not, if they can't get it fixed.
All right, well, are we going to do it or not so we can release Mr. De La Fuente? We set him for Monday?
Monday, Judge, that's fine with me.
All right, let's
Yes.
reset Quiroga till Monday. Hopefully the computers at that county jail will be working.
Very good, Judge. At 9 a.m., correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
thank you.
Never excuse, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Jaramillo, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear from the testimony you give would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You can put your hand down.
Judge, this this Rene Gomez. I just wanted to make a comment before we proceed with the plea, Judge.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, Mr. Areola called me yesterday regarding using Ms. Jaramillo as a possible witness on a murder case. He wanted to, redo the plea with an offer of no more of a recommendation, a better recommendation for her. However, my notes indicate that I had already discussed that with her as far as her knowledge about a murder that was that occurred where
Hold on,
another
hold on.
incident.
Before we say that, Mr. Gomez, I'd like to go ahead and go to a breakout room to discuss that kind of matter, because you don't want to jeopardize any situation here, right? Don't you think it would be more practical for us to go do it in a breakout room? You can explain away and without being hamstrung by maybe things you don't want to say out here, So why don't we do that instead? Who's in charge here, Mr. Aranda or Mr. Aviola?
We both are, Judge. We can go to a breakout.
All right, Ms. Carranza, can you send us, please?
Already done.
Hello, Cindy.
Yes, Alejandro, sorry. She's our last defendant. You can log off.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Welcome. Bye-bye.
Are we gonna need Mr. Solis on this one?
She speaks English.
Oh, she does, Miss Jaramillo, you speak English?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Her attorney's not here.
yeah, they're coming. Want to make sure that she had spoke English.
Okay, he's here.
All right. This is 21 DCR 529, the state of Texas versus Maria Guadalupe Jaramillo. Is that your true and correct name?
Yes, sir.
All right. Your attorney tells me you wish to enter a plea of guilt to the charges in the indictment. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What are you telling me you did? What crime are you telling me you committed?
It's for the organized crime and the possession and intent to distribute controlled substance.
Do you understand that both of those are first-degree felonies in the state of Texas, which call for confinement in prison for life or a term of not more than 99 years or less than 5. In addition, I can impose a fine not to exceed $10,000. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
And that's applicable to count 1 and count 2 of your indictment. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gomez, if necessary, rearranger.
You're muted, Mr. Gomez.
No, Judge, we can waive that.
Stay unmuted, Mr. Gomez. Understanding what you're pleading guilty to, Ms. Jaramillo, understanding what the range of punishment, I'll now ask you in cause number 2021 DCR 529, what is your plea to the charges as reflected in count 1 of the indictment, which charges you with, what was that?
It was organized crime and possession and intent to distribute a controlled substance.
Which count charges with organized crime? Count 1 or count 2?
I really don't.
Count 2, Judge.
I'm asking your counsel.
Oh, it county, the count 2 is the organized crime, Judge.
All right. So understanding what the range of punishment is, understanding what you're pleading guilty in count 1, which is manufacture and distribution of controlled substance. What is your plea to that charge in count 1? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
And understanding what the range of punishment is, understanding what you're pleading guilty to in count 2, which it charges with organized criminal activity. What is your plea to that charge? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
All right. Are you a citizen of the United States?
I am not, sir. I'm a resident alien.
Do you understand that a plea of guilt or no contest to the charges of possession of a controlled substance, first-degree felony, and organized criminal activity, first-degree felony, do you understand a plea of guilty or no contest to those charges may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, and
Yes,
denial of
sir.
naturalization under federal law? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Understanding that, do you still wish to continue pleading guilty?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to these charges in count 1 and count 2 because you're in fact guilty of those crimes and for no other reason?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to these charges out of any persuasion of fear, hope of pardon, force, threats, or promises of any kind?
No, sir.
Have you ever been in a mental hospital treated by a doctor for any mental disorders?
No, sir.
All right. Mr. Gomez, you find Ms. Jaramillo competent, able to assist in any defense she may have?
Yes, Judge, I found her competent. She has assisted me in her defense.
All right. I'm assuming this defendant has no record, Ms. Aranda?
It just has a 2017 DWI, Judge.
How much?
2017 DWI.
All right. Well, the court's not going to read or alert Ms. Jaramillo to the recommended sentence and rejection of the recommended sentence language because the court's inclined to follow the agreement. So the court's going to skip those and go and find that her plea of guilt to both count 1 and count 2 are freely and voluntarily made, and she's competent to stand trial, asked the state to produce evidence to substantiate the plea.
State offers exhibits 1, 2, and 3 into evidence.
No objection, Judge.
Will be admitted. Ms. Jaramillo, I have in my hand a set of documents which is commonly referred to as a plea packet. These are all documents related to the cases that we're talking about this morning, your cases. And this document consists of 3 exhibits. Exhibit number 1 consists of eight pages, and on page 6 of exhibit number 1, there's a signature line. And I want to know, is this in fact your signature, Ms. Jaramillo?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Jaramillo, when you signed this document, were you aware that upon signing this document, in this document, you were waiving, giving up your constitutional right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, not to say anything that would incriminate you, and your right to confront your accusers? Were you aware you were giving up, waiving those rights in this document?
Yes, sir.
Further, Ms. Jaramillo, with respects to exhibits 2 and 3, by signing this document, you have agreed with the states that exhibit 2 and 3 are true and correct copies of the original arrest reports, lab reports that were generated as a result of your arrest, the reason you're pleading guilty to me this morning. Is that in fact your stipulated agreement, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to find that you have voluntarily and intelligently waived your constitutional and statutory rights, and the evidence offered by the state does substantiate your plea. The court accordingly will find you guilty of charging count 1 of possession of, manufacture and distribution of controlled substance, and count 2, organized criminal activity. The court's having previously signaled that it will be inclined to follow the plea agreement. Hereby assesses Mrs. Jaramillo's punishment as follows. It is the order, judgment, decree of this court, Ms. Jaramillo, that you be taken by the sheriff of this county, that you be transferred to the authorized representative institutional division, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, where you shall be confined for a period of 10 years. However, the court, in fact, the court is not going to do the probation unless I have an objection from Mr. Gomez, Ms. Jaramillo, or from the state. The court is inclined to do this as a deferred adjudication so that I may have the whole length of sentence available to me if Ms. Jaramillo comes back and engages in more criminal activity in this country, specifically in this county.
No objection, Judge.
No objection, Judge.
Ms. Jaramillo, I have changed the agreement. Instead of convicting you of all these crimes, I'm not going to convict you. I'm going to defer the finding of your guilt. I'm going to place you on probation for 10 years under the following conditions. The difference being here that if you come back, if you're deported and you come back and you're found here and you engage in some more criminal activity, you are looking now at 99 to life, the original term of the sentence, the range of punishment. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is that all right with you? Do you agree with that? All right.
Yes.
All right. The following conditions of probation of deferred adjudication in this case for 10 years is, Mr. Cortez, listen to this, Ms. Jaramillo.
Defendant will remain arrest-free.
No more arrests, Ms. Jaramillo. If you come back to this country and you're arrested again, you have just violated my condition of probation, and you know what's going to happen to you.
Alcohol and drug evaluation.
No,
Random UAs.
no.
Breathalyzer.
Well, I'll take it back. Random UAs and breath analyzer, yes, if she comes back to this country legally, because she's going to be deported.
Okay, both. Restitution, if any.
Yes,
GED, high school diploma.
no.
And the 15-hour drug offender education program.
We'll be able to do that if she ever comes back here legally and is on probation legally.
And that's all on our part for now, Your Honor.
All right, I'll give her 108 days to pay the court cost. Ms. Jaramillo, listen up. You're not the first one and you won't be the last one. But I tell everybody, if you're in fact deported, Ms. Jaramillo, and you come back illegally, the fact that you came back illegally is already a crime in this country. You will be picked up by the proper authorities, not the state authorities, but the federal authorities. And once they pick you up and charge you with illegal reentry, they're gonna call me. They're gonna say, we have Ms. Jaramillo in custody. Do you want her? I'm gonna say yes, because you have been arrested again. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.